Aaron was our oldest son. He was 26 years old. He was driving the vehicle. Really don't know what happened. Stephen has no memory of the accident, but we'll never know. There was just too much damage to find out. We first heard when we got a knock on our door about 1 o'clock in the morning. There were two Roanoke County police officers that were standing at the door, and at that point they proceeded to tell us what had happened. Then you feel the shock and just almost terror start going through you, and you start reacting to that.
We finally got ourselves together enough to go to the hospital, and then once we got there, we were asked to go to a consultation room. That's when everything set in that this was really reality.
They prepared us. They told us, that he was, cut up, from the head injuries and those kind of things. But we were just so thankful to see him and know that he was alive.
First thing for me, it was just like, even though he had no clue as to what was going on, I just told myself I had to be strong for him. But internally, I just didn't think there was much hope at that time because he was so critical. You get the speech of the next 48 hours, I think they said was the most critical.
Yeah, that was, I think that was the hardest thing to hear, that you want to have hope, but at the same time, you realize later they have to be honest with you and tell you that where he's actually at. So that was hard to hear. He was under heavy sedation, and then he was put into a coma, medically induced coma at that point. So not a lot of alertness then. It was afterwards, when they started taking him out of the chemically induced coma, that he started waking up.
I really don't remember anything about the accident. I do remember waking up in the hospital and just kind of going in and out.
The first moment of him waking up and realizing we were there was actually his mom. He grabbed her hand and told her he loved her and voiced that, and that was a very special moment for him. The experience was just fantastic from the start. Of course, a lot of confusion on our part, not knowing what he was going through. The doctors really took their time explaining things to us. The nurses were just fantastic.
I mean, just the whole cheerleading approach, and not only taking care of Stephen, but for us as well. And
one of the first things I remember was Dr. Collier when he came in, and he looked at Steve and said, "Well, we're taking care of him, so now we're going to take care of you."
For the medical staff to take time to even add the personal touch.
Yeah, and just when we finally would leave to come home to get some rest, to get that phone call, not to say that something bad was happening. We just want to tell you what good's happening tonight. What is he doing, and this is what happened. Just wanted to let you guys know. And I think they knew that was going to help us put our head on our pillow and have a good night's sleep. So we needed that. So yeah, we felt a lot of love, and we felt that a lot of compassion and just a real desire to see him get better. Now, when he got to PCU, that's when things started happening for him. He started going through some therapy there in the bed, and we got to watch that, and we got to see the progression of things, tubes getting removed and certain medications going away, and we could just tell that he was becoming more and more alert.
Well, we felt more hopeful, of course, as parents, and just sitting up for like 30 minutes was huge for him, because at that point that's pretty much all he could do. So just watching him do those first, we were just celebrating every little thing.
There were times he would just reach out and to hug them, and just say thank you, and the only way he could.
The nurses were definitely cheering him on for different goals and objectives that he needed to meet, and we were just looking forward to knowing the next step was rehab for him.
I guess my therapist, I really enjoy working with him, and he makes it challenging, and he's just really specialized in what he does.
For me, it was just the professionalism of everyone, and just the level of care. I don't know if we're just blessed in the Roanoke Valley to have great health care givers that seem to really love what they do and want to be there and are just passionate. And we really felt like family. We really, felt like truly everybody cared that, that and wanted to see him get up and go. So it was like having our own cheerleading squad up there.
Well, he continues to inspire and amaze us. He's always looking at the positive.
He's starting to show independence, and he wants to be independent. He wants to be his own person and go back to doing the things that he liked to do.
The biggest thing right now is my arm. Still waiting on it to come back. And like I'm wearing the splint and everything for it because my fist likes to clench up, so it keeps everything stretched out. And then my leg, wearing the Bioness to help for the foot drop. Before the accident, I was a big hiker, so I've been able to get back into that and been up to McAfee's Knob a few times.
All this is happening really fast, but we're thankful for how far he's come and realize that with his determination, there's a lot more to be seen.
A year ago, we saw him where he couldn't move a centimeter and needing to be lifted out of bed with mechanical assistance, and see him hiking now and doing those things is just amazing.
I just know from my situation, if I would have given up, I wouldn't have gotten this far, and just know you always have to keep pushing and stay strong. I think that's the biggest thing I've learned from all this.
You wouldn't wish this on anybody to go through, but as a family, we could not have asked for better care for our son. And I just want to be able to say thank you from the bottom of our heart. I don't believe he would be here today if he'd not gotten the level of care that he got at the hospital here.